Well, nor was such Bowling Bare Bones Radio Broadcasting. Hope you paid attention to the last one. You can't watch any of my videos with watching the ones before it. Every one of my videos is linked to the one before it. I linked the one before that. 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 So if you watch one and not all of them, how are you going to know anything what I said? But they're all linked together with one remark. Generosity. Do it. Up here. And let these things keep up. Let's see them. You do generosity up here, I affirm you, these will never make the grade. Want to bet? You don't have enough lifetimes. You live generosity. You could not live enough lifetimes in a human experience. Could you? Do it. And be willing to die and give those wore out shoes to someone else. Move! Now you got plenty to do and there's no time to fight. Ha ha! Let all your words match that. Let them match geometric description. Let all your terms match geometric description, and you've covered everything with this planet. There's a geometric description for every experience of this globe. Put it there. Write some equations and solve them. Have a good time. Move! Got it? Use sine wave theory. It's all magnetics. Unproven. Great. Then stay curious. Why did something have to itch in the middle of this? Right here, right above my eye, itch. Well, whatever made that possible is an idiot in the middle of this broadcast. It's the sound of my maker's brain. And every day I live around here, all day, is the sound the Lord makes with every eyeball I see and hear. You hear the fragrance of your eyeballs? I hear the fragrance of my eyeballs. Do you? My eyeballs give off a fragrantly sound, and I overhear it. How about you? Said the Lord. Everything I see. My eyeballs in the way of me. Having a good time. Now, good morning. It is radio broadcasting at its best. Norwood such Spalding. Are you ready to get enlightened? You'll find out and say I got every human on this planet enlightened more than any guru could ever make it. More than the Dalai Lama. More in contact than the Pope. More, you got a lot of work to do. When the Pope's really in contact with the Lord, would the Pope be running around in a white robe doing this? The Pope's conscience would have him with babies all the time. You know what the Pope's hands would look like? Poop from changing diapers. Faster than they ever pooped. The Pope don't know how to change diapers. The Pope don't know how to talk to God. Want to bet? Keep that in mind. I saw Michael Jackson show more affection to children last night, and the Pope knows the goddamn thing about it. Goddamn thing. I watched a YouTube Michael Jackson show. That freak gave a shit. Want a bat? He did. That freak cared more about living and people, itch, fungus, than the Pope. Want to bet? He had more sentiment for human living than the Pope. I'll say it every day of the planet. Remember this. Michael Jackson lived more up to the sentiment of humanity as a freak than most proper people know a goddamn thing about. Want to bet? That annoys the Sam hell out of me. You better hope a creator don't show up here. The maker of every possibility show up, and you're running everything and living through these possibilities with all the other possibilities staring straight at you, claiming you got your back against the wall. Wow! That's going to be one whale of a script when all the other scripts available in your mind demand getting played in view of the one little teeny one you played? Are you aware of that? All the scripts the Lord built for every experience happening here will appear along with the Lord. Now the script you're walking is going to look real stupid, and so are you. Because you wouldn't use this. And a conversation with your maker and your wit. And you are a mammal. You look vulnerable. To a redder face and a feeling you will hate more than any agony in your flesh. Want to bet? So you call the Lord the more. Go ahead. Right now you called the wolf. How do you like me? You yell wolf, I'll show up. Now you've been yelling wolf, using the Lord's name. Well, that ain't the Lord's name. That's the wolf's name. You were deceived with that story. Jesus talked about the truth, not Jesus, and he warned you in this book, if the book is quoting him right, that if you show up at his door using his name, he'll deny knowing you, and you're still doing it. And he warns you right here in the story not to do that. Why are you doing it? You're not worried about the story, huh? You don't believe. I don't believe it either, only it's right there. You sure do not believe the Bible. To call on the name of Jesus, you are in big trouble. Peter denied knowing him and then called on his name. Dumb! Peter had one thing going, a confession, and he never had it. That he was too stupid to recognize Christ in front of him. He never did. No, he didn't. Will you keep preaching the same BS you were preaching before you were too stupid? And he did. He never changed what he preached. Never did. And he tried to shove it down Jesus' throat. Jesus wouldn't buy it. Oh, I don't know this guy. He won't buy my bullshit. And Peter argued with Christ to the grave. Yeah, he did. Both are graves. And you don't know what happened to Jesus' body. Do you? I know Jesus is at the right hand of God. You're an idiot. You're at the hands of God. Anybody your right hand? You're an idiot. You have not thought one of the terms through at all in any of that report. Especially the term love that seeks not its own, and you do not have any understanding of the whole concept of seek not your own when you use Jesus for an insurance policy. I'll tell you that. A man's blood and his death. You're an idiot. What are you saying about your maker when you come up with that crap? Too long to upload, I'll bet you. Get over here.